how's it going? It's Kaz here and I'm back with a new video, and in today's video I am going to be cash stuffing €380 into my everyday binder, and I'm also making a small extra debt payment. If you're interested in following along these kind of videos, please subscribe. It just really supports my channel. I am a smaller YouTuber and it just means that more people will get to see what we're on about. Little backstory, we are a lower income and also single income family of 5. I have 3 children. And we are working towards paying off our debt. At the start of the year we had €4,666 left on our car loan, and we are looking to become debt free hopefully by October, November this year, and then we'll be moving on to our next goals. We have already paid off €1,000 of that, and we're hoping to have it cleared by the end of the year. So without further ado, I'm going to go into our binder and just see how we got on. So due to not being able to go anywhere at the end of March, I did have some extra cash left in my binder. I actually had €20 left over from diesel. I also had €20 left over from eating out. As you can see, I have my €5 left in miscellaneous, and I also had €10 left in personal. So this €50 I actually put into a local charity to me. They were actually collecting money to help support some Ukrainian families that are coming to live in our area, and instead of spending that money or putting it towards our own personal goals, I thought that I would instead give it to that charity. It just means a lot to me, and I think we're so fortunate to have a roof over our heads right now. So yeah, if you're wondering where the extra money that I had left is, it's gone to that. I also have €10 left in home and chickens, and I'm just going to leave that there, and as I said, €5 left in miscellaneous. At the end of the video I'll explain to you what we do with cash when we're out and about, but for now I'm just going to stuff my binder. So first off, what we're going to do is check we have what we think we have. So we should have €380 here. So we have 50, 1, 52. So that's €200. 20, 40, 60, 81. So that's €300. 20, 40, 60, 80. So €380 there. Okay. So how are you all keeping? I hope you had a lovely March. We're on the final few days here. This is obviously my April paycheck. We had a crazy March. Obviously there was COVID in the house, so that kind of kept us busy. But luckily the rest of us so far have been fine, which is brilliant. So how are you all keeping? How have your goals gone? I obviously put up a goals video there in the last video, so you can see we did okay. We paid off a good amount off our debt, and we also saved a good amount in our sinking funds. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Then on this channel, I suppose the biggest news is I did 2 interviews with the Irish Sun. So if you haven't already read those articles, I will link them in the description. But yeah, I did 2 articles. I did one on saving 15,000 in a year, and that was obviously to buy our house. And then I also did another article on how we only paid 7,000 on our wedding. and I already have both of those videos already on my channel, so if you're interested in checking those out, do. So yeah, it's been an interesting week, and I know there's a few new faces watching, so welcome all. Yeah, so I'm going to now go into the cash stuffing. So I'm going to start off now with food, and in food we're putting 200. I had been putting in 220, so I'm going to try scale it back down to 200 because I have a lot of food in my freezer, so I'm hoping that I can use that up, and hopefully we won't be spending as much on groceries. This is just a trial. I'm going to see how this goes, because obviously the food costs have definitely increased. Like I'm seeing some crazy prices at the moment. So we'll just see how this goes. If some money has to move around from the envelopes, that's fine. But for now, yeah, this is €200, and that should do us the 2 weeks, hopefully. So €100 a week. Then next we have diesel. Again, I'm going to go with 60. We only spent 40 last month because we didn't go anywhere for a week. So I'm hoping 60 will be fine. I still have a little bit in the tank, so hopefully that should be okay. How are you getting on with the fuel prices? I think they've calmed down slightly. They're obviously still crazy high. And I'm noticing a big difference in price between the morning and evening, or it seems to be if you go when everybody is coming home from work or going to work, the prices can be up to 10 cents higher. So it's good to maybe think about when you're going. It might be worth going in your lunch hour to go get some petrol or diesel. So eating out, we're actually going to leave empty, and that is because at the end of this month we have a few events coming up. We have 2 christenings, and so I want to actually wait until further into the month to put money into eating out, and instead we're going to use the money this month in different areas. So yeah, we have 2 christenings coming up, and we will probably need some money for them. So I'm just going to save eating out for now. Miscellaneous and kids is getting €40, and that is because my daughter who plays camogie, she's due her fees for camogie for the year. So insurance, and that needs to be paid this week. So €40 is going in there, and then we're leaving that €5 in there. That €5 is just to pay for any unexpected little costs. For example, if the school needs a little bit of money, or if someone comes to the door, it's just nice to have a little bit just in case. So that is our weekly envelope. So these are all costs that are generally every week. And then we're going to move on to monthly envelopes. So these are for usually once or twice in a month, and some of these envelopes I let build up a little bit. So first I have personal. So this is money I just can use for myself. I can let it build up if I am saving for something. I was using it for nails, but I'm doing my own nails at the moment. But yeah, this is just for me. I don't need to, justify it in any way. I think it's really important that you make sure to put some money aside for yourself. Otherwise it can feel just way too restrictive doing the cash envelopes. So yeah, that €40 is just for me. If I want to even bring the family out for a meal, I can. So yeah, that is my own personal money. So then clothing is going to get €20. I just need to start saving up a bit for, we have a confirmation next month. So I need to save. I actually already have an outfit that I'm going to wear, but I just want to put some money aside for everybody else, basically. So that is €20 going in there. I am going to put some extra in there, hopefully over the next few paychecks, but that's what they are for the confirmation. So yeah, that's €20 in there. Then home and chickens is going to stay the same. I'm going to just leave that €10 in there, and we will put some more into that in the next paycheck. But the chickens are actually fine at the moment. I bought 3 bags of meal the last time I went in, so they should be fine for most of April actually. But yeah, I'm going to just leave that there €10 in there. And then this final is going to become an extra debt payment. So I'm going to put that away to pay off our car loan. So this may only be €20. And the goal is April is to get to 200. But honestly, every single euro you can put against debt makes such a difference. You're obviously going to be paying less interest, you're reducing the term of that loan, and it's just making it a bit more manageable. Like €200 is a lot to have to pay off debt in a month for our family. By putting little amounts like this off the loan in each paycheck, it's just going to really help to make it more manageable. I am hoping to do a few more side hustles in April, especially because I didn't do them in March. So yeah, the goal is to increase my debt payment through a lot of more side hustles. So yeah, that is going towards that. Then the last thing I wanted to talk about in this video is I get a lot of questions asking me how I manage the cash. Do I bring this big everyday binder out with me, or how do I manage it? So I'm just going to quickly explain what I do. So this is my purse that I use, and I have inside here some dividers. So I literally just laminated some card, nothing too fancy, and I literally just wrote on the card in little writing food, and then I have diesel, and I have eating out, and then I have one with nothing written on it. And all I do is I put these into my purse, if you can see there, and I made sure that when I was cutting them out and laminating that they would fit. I just made sure to get a bit bigger purse, and basically what I do is I just put the note inside, and I know whatever is behind this food here is all for the food. And then the other thing that I do sometimes as well, if it is a category that isn't named there, like say clothing. So say clothing, what I might do is I will put this card in with the note into my purse, and that'll just remind me, if I have a few different sections, what that is for, so that I don't spend it instead on something else. And that's what I do. So if I'm going out for the day, I will decide ahead of time what I will be spending my money on, and I will just bring out the cash for that alone. So I don't bring the rest of this cash out around with me. It just wouldn't be safe, obviously. And then the other thing I get asked a lot is, am I not worried about keeping a certain amount in the house? Guys, this food, this €200, I'll be doing a food shop later today, so that's already probably going to be halved immediately. And I will be buying diesel later too. So the majority of this is done almost immediately after filming. So yeah, like I'm putting enough for 2 weeks, but sometimes that is quite quickly spent. So don't worry, it's not just sat here. But by keeping the cash in all these categories, it's going to stop you spending too much, say, on eating out, or too much on one category. and it just kind of keeps you a bit more accountable. If I was starting out and I found this cash system way too overwhelming, I would just start off with just the food category, so that you know your family is going to be fed for the paycheck, and then maybe a category that you overspend in. So for us, we had trouble with the eating out category, and so it was really helpful for us to have a budget in that area. So yeah, that's what I would do. There's other ways of doing things as well. You can also set up a Revolut account and have vaults. So you can have different amounts into each vault, and then you can just spend out of that vault in that category when you are going shopping. So just for me, the physical cash really helps. And actually there's a whole community of us that are the exact same, and I don't know anyone that isn't the better of it, honestly. Like, it has made such a difference to so many people's lives. But by all means, start off simpler. It definitely makes such a difference, especially with these price increases happening right now. So I'm just going to walk you through our budget. As you can see, in April we have a total income for this paycheck of €520. Then we have bills and direct debits. So this is the majority of my bills for the month, and it is €140. As you can see, I have banking fees, house insurance, car insurance, internet, and then that miscellaneous I just leave in the account as a buffer, just to make the figures nice and round. Then in my cash envelopes, they are, as you've already seen. And then we have an extra debt payment of that €20, as I've shown you. I also have an emergency fund of €1,000, and that is in a separate bank account. We're not touching it, and that's just in case there's any one-off emergencies. That's just kept there for that. And then at the bottom here, there is my summary. So my income of €520, bills and direct debits of 140, cash envelopes of 360, and then the debt payment of 20, and that equals 0. So this is a zero-based budgeting method. It basically means that every single euro that comes in is allocated and has a job. Yes, so I hope this video is helpful to you. I hope you've been able to get some inspiration, and I will chat to you all in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.